Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another World Conqueror 3 video. So as you can see, we're back with Japan. And so far, we have gotten closer to beginning the land invasion of the US, to taking over Australia, and to getting into the Soviet Union. My allies are still getting screwed over as usual, although for some odd reason, not so much, actually, now that I look at it. Italy's made some other ones, and Spain's being left in the butt, but that's okay. Let's get on with the game. So we need to go to the next turn before we can do anything. That sounded like one of my cities. Oh, never mind, that's Port Moresby. Speaking of which, I want to take that port right there just so the Australians don't have it. So with Jakarta gone, the only actual British troops here are the ones that are just sitting in the light infantry, but they'll be quickly gone, I promise you. So let's get closer to the invasion. Keep moving units. We need to get these submarines out of the way, that way the units can move through unhindered by them. And basically all we're doing right now is just moving units down towards it. I'm just preparing a large invasion in case Australia has a large cash reserve, because I've found some countries do, and they just consistently spam units once you get to them, and it makes it really hard to defeat them. Just because they'll sit there in their cities spawning units whenever you kill the last unit. It makes it near impossible to take them down. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just slowly killing them off. I do want to take down this city here in America, because then I will actually have the ability to capture a city. There we go. Another part of America taken out. I should probably be taking out that sea gun. That way it's just sea gun. What am I talking about? Coastal artillery. That way it's just out of the way. And as you can see, an American leader is actually coming over, and he's not terrible, but he is commanding light infantry, so he kind of is them. I'm still working towards taking down Hawaii. I did capture the port, though, so from there I can spawn some destroyers to help out, taking out that coastal artillery. Yep, and we have actually made it to Yekaterinburg, but I do not want to attack just yet. Hopefully the AI won't see me as a threat, then they won't spawn any units in retaliation. I think I'll have these units start moving towards Saratov instead. And we'll spawn one more round of light infantry. Oh, I never even moved that. I'm a little bit dumb. I never moved the armored car I had at Ulaanbaatar over to help, but that's my bad. On with the next turn. My leaders are still all attempting to heal. Although I should probably move this guy up to Nanking, that way he heals a little bit quicker. And this guy isn't even healing because I pulled him off of Manila. What am I doing? This game is already going a little bit bad. I'm doing all sorts of stupid stuff. I think we'll start moving that unit over towards Vancouver. Since as soon as I gain a land foothold against the Americans and the Canadians, it should be real easy to roll over them, pretty much. Since neither of them have gained any large amounts of territory or anything, they don't really have a strong base. Yeah, see, they haven't. Russia hasn't spawned anything, or the Soviet Union hasn't spawned anything yet since I haven't actually attacked the city. Which is kind of a gamey little tactic, since you can basically just surround a city before they'll do anything. Although before they have. I don't know what the actual, requirements for them to spawn in a unit are, but I don't know. Nope. The British are what? Building a coastal artillery? That's nice. I'll have their units attack it as they're moving through. That way they're just doing a hit. So I guess that means I'll start having all my units move past the little strip of land. And hull damage. I guess I'll move, because I really don't want the British building anything on here that's kind of annoying. And if I can destroy it before it's actually built, it can't do anything. It's just a complete waste of resources. Which should happen, since it takes, you know, more than one turn to actually build it. Right now, the whole game is just moving stuff. That's pretty much it. More units have spawned at Port Moresby, so I'll just continue to assault the place. Take the port, assault. It's basically what it is for me now. Right now, the game is just attack and, you know, continue to attack. Yeah, that unit was low enough that I was okay with doing that. I need to get a land unit over there. What's the easiest, quickest way? Yeah, there really is no quickest or easiest way. I think we'll just paradrop a unit right... Actually, right there's not a bad idea. Gives me some land territory too, and it puts me right next to Port Moresby, so hopefully he can attack there. I didn't even notice Manila could drop there. I guess since I have the one bonus to unit distance in terms of like the distance I can send my aircraft. Kind of useful. I think we'll send him there, that way there's no retaliation. There we go, and we need to keep this guy alive, so I'll just send him there. And that is Alaska's unit down, although I probably shouldn't have. But that's okay. And Russia's about to lose this last little territory, so they will have no way of spawning units in the Far East. I believe that is this turn done. Let's move on. Oh, no, I still have all these aircraft carriers. What are you doing, Killian? So I think instead of having my unit actually attack, we'll just do that. That's a little bit easier. My leaders are just becoming progressively better and better because, well, they're getting free attacks and everything, so they're gaining free experience. Which is definitely nice. It's really kind of just a welcome little bonus. And I'm not going to have this guy attack yet just because Vancouver is protected by some coastal artillery, and I'd have to fight that off first. On to the next turn. Yeah, as you can see, Germany is continually being destroyed. They lost Berlin now. Actually, how are they doing? They're down to 1, 2, 3 cities. 4. They still hold Leningrad, oddly enough. And, oh, nope, they hold a little 3 here. And if they're lucky, they might even take Helsinki back. Or, well, not back, but Finland lost it. Romania's actually gained a city. Bulgaria's gone. Italy still holds all their cities. They've actually even gained Marseille. Spain's doing okay. They repulsed the American attack, which is actually kind of good, in the Canadian attack, so there are 3 cities they'll hold on to at least, as well as Casablanca. Italy's actually the only one, I think, who's made gains, honestly. Except for Romania, who took Yugoslavia after Germany lost it. Oh no, Germany still holds Athens too, wow. They still have some cities. Although kind of far-flung, they're going to be really hard to defend. And I mean, Nimitz is over here bombing them down too, and he definitely does a crap ton of damage. So let's see if we can't focus down San Francisco real quick and defeat the city. Yeah, since they're going to be defending the other ones. And I think it'll definitely be, yeah, it will definitely be down by next turn. Actually, it'll be down this turn. Nice. And we'll get this guy down there, since I think the actual attack will begin in America, or well, North America. Not North. What are you talking about, Killian? In the U.S. instead of in Canada. Since Vancouver has like coastal artillery, I really don't want to deal with. So I think I'll begin in these areas. But as you can see, a city has actually been taken in the United States of America. I have just pulled off what Japan was unable to do before. Now that that's been captured, move down to Saratov, and I think we have enough units in place around Ekaterinburg to feel comfortable attacking. Although they could spawn in an armored car, and that would really F with my plans, since armored cars, you know, deal extra damage to infantry. I only have basic. Wow, that was really quick, actually. Oh, if only I had that one last unit, I could take Ekaterinburg. I should have waited one more turn. That's okay. Just means I have to wait a little bit longer. I might have to fight off one unit. Let's see if we can't get down to Port Moresby real quick. I think we're gonna move you guys like along this front because there is a battleship I still have to defeat, which I think is what I'll do right now. I'll start spawning submarines here to attack it. You're not gonna attack because you're moving by. All units that are like moving through can attack. Like I'll have them attack as they move through. But I think this coastal artillery might get built with a little bit of health. If anything, I'll just leave these 2 infantries. Nope, it's gone. Okay. Good. And I think, since they're so low on health, we'll just have them stick around, capture that small territory. That way they can't build anything else there. And we are almost to Australia. Just about there, actually. This is getting real good. Real quick. Honestly, I don't actually know how this campaign will turn out, though, just because my allies are basically collapsing. Not necessarily, I guess. Italy could hold out for a little while longer, and Spain doesn't have any immediate threats. Germany's being pounded, but Hungary's still alive. They could deal some damage, and so could Romania if they would actually attack. That's what I don't like about my allies sometimes. They just sit in their cities, and they don't actually do much. So sometimes it's a problem. Anyway. If I could take out America and Canada, though, and gain all their cities, I'd probably have a strong enough base to be able to launch an effective assault on Europe and win. So, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this campaign, or this conquest. It's not bad. It's not a bad one at all. I've definitely had worse ones. I had one once at some point where Germany basically sat down and didn't do anything and just, watched as the Allies destroyed her, which was definitely not the funnest thing to watch, especially since, it meant I lost pretty immediately since I had no one to back me up and the Allies came really early to attack. So, I'm really hoping this doesn't turn out that way. And there's San Francisco. I think from there we're just gonna actually attack Los Angeles with just aircraft, because I definitely have the capital to do it, and I'm just going to use this to drop paratroop in units. That way I control the eastern, or not the eastern, but the western seaboard. So now the United States has no way of reinforcing over here immediately. They'd have to pull units all the way from Denver, which makes it a lot nicer than what. Actually, I can just attack Vancouver right now, too. Man, this is turning out a little better. And since there's no units to, no anti-air to defend it, it's much cheaper to do. So as you can see, I now control the western seaboard pretty much. The closest city is a Tier 2 Canadian, and that's it. We'll paratroop a couple extra units in just to deal with extra stuff there. So that is the western seaboard dealt with. Which basically, that's what I think is like something that can make this game a little unfair for the AI sometimes, just because the human player, if they have enough resources, can just kind of hop with paratroopers. You can kind of just hop around with them and use them to capture everything. So it's a little unfair sometimes, but I mean, generally your allies do kind of suck a little bit, so having a little bit of a tactic like that is kind of nice. See, that's what I mean. Like, you can just obliterate everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Denver is 1 out of range. That's kind of sad. Ooh, Edmonton is actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to take both those cities right now, because I do think I have the power to. At least Edmonton, which is what I'll go for first. I wish I had strategic bombers, but, you know, it's the 1939 bookmark, so there's not, like, it's the easiest bookmark, but it's also, like, the least technologically advanced, which is, you know, the big reason why it's the easiest. Because there's not, like, a big variety or a huge amount of power, especially. A lot of the fights are more low scale between less powerful units, especially since the higher bookmarks you get higher development cities and that kind of stuff. And what I mean by like higher development is they're higher tier, like 3, 4, that kind of stuff. And so each country has more resources to play with. So I mean, it gets a lot better for them. And you know, right now I actually just took out Canada's entire resource base. I took out a good half of it at least. They only have 3 cities left, and Ottawa's the only big city. Yeah, no, they definitely just lost a lot. They just lost, what, 72 gold production per turn? And I mean, the US took a decent hit too. They lost San Francisco, Los Angeles, and the Alaskan city, which is definitely kind of sucky for them. Actually, how much time do we have real quick? Sorry, buddy. Ooh, we are above time. Anyway, I shall see you all later then. Goodbye.